Shalom, this is Levi Shore. Welcome back to Good Torah. So we're going to do Parsha Naso, and we're going to look at something very interesting today. So the Nesiim, the 12 princes of all the different tribes, the different Shvatim of Klal Yisrael, of the Jewish people, why did they all bring the same gifts for the dedication of the Mishkan? It's interesting. So on the first day, I think it was Nachshon ben Aminadab from the tribe of Yehuda, and he brings these certain gifts for the Mishkan, which is this movable house for Hashem. It started for the 40 years, in the Midbar. And then when we came into Eretz Yisrael, when we came into the land of Israel, the Mishkan was put in different places for different numbers of years. And then finally we built the Beis HaMikdash, the more permanent temple in Jerusalem. All right, so why did all the princes bring the same kind of gifts? So I was learning this with my kids, and Little Midrash says, by Rabbi Moshe Weissman. And it's really fascinating. I think you guys will enjoy it. And it's very interesting midrashim about why each Nasi, each prince, brought the same gift. Okay, so what did they all bring? So the Mishkan, it was set up for 8 days. It was called the Maluim, the inauguration of the Mishkan. And Moshe would set it up one day and then take it down, set it up the next day, and then finally on the 1st of Nisan, when Rosh Chodesh Nisan, it was set up, it was finally ready on the 8th day. And then the princes began bringing gifts. So they all brought this. They all brought a silver dish that weighed 130 shekels, and it was filled with flour mixed with oil as a mincha offering. So then they all brought a thin silver bowl that weighed 70 shekels, and it was filled with flour and oil for another mincha offering. So then they brought a golden spoon that was filled with ketoras, incense, the 11 spices of the ketoras. Had this beautiful smell that was offered on the golden mizbeach, the golden altar inside the Mishkan, and then later the Beis HaMikdash. The Ola offering consisting of a bull, a ram, and a lamb. A Chatas offering of a male goat. A Shlamim offering consisting of 2 oxes, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 lambs. Okay, so it all sounds very foreign to us. So what does this all mean? But there's an amazing reason why they brought all this. Okay, so why did the Nesiim decide on these particular numbers and weights? For example, 5 rams for a shlamim, and why a dish weighing 130 shekels, and a bowl weighing 70 shekels? So the Nesiim had many reasons for choosing these gifts. So one of them is they wanted to hint at the history of the world. So they gave a silver plate called in Hebrew a ka'aras kesef. And if you add the gematria, the numerical value of each letter of ka'aras kesef, you get 930. So kuf is the value of 100, ayin is the value of 70, resh is the value of 200, tav is the value of 400, kaf is the value of 20, and samech is the value of 60, and pei is the value of 80, and if you add them all up, you get 930. So this was the number of years that the first man, Adam Arishon, he lived. Adam lived for 930 years. So he was actually supposed to live 1,000 years, and he gave 70 years of his life to David HaMelech, to King David, and then he lived 930. Okay, so the silver bowl is called the Mizrach Echad Kesef, and the gematria, the value of the letters of the 3 words, is 520. So the number 500 hints that Noach was 500 years old when his first son was born to him. And the number 20 is the number of years before the birth of Noach's oldest son. At that time, Hashem decreed that he would bring the flood. So the weight of the plate was 70 shekels. It hinted that from Noach's sons descended the 70 nations. The Nesiim also donated a spoon, and in Hebrew, spoon is called a kaf. In Lashon HaKodesh, it's a kaf. The word kaf also means hand. It means the palm of the hand. And the spoon hinted at the luchos, the tablets that were given to us from Hashem's hand. So the luchos are the 2 sapphire tablets. They were actually rectangular. I don't know why they always, show them in the movies or whatever with the curved top. But there were 2 rectangular blocks of sapphire, and the 10 Commandments were engraved in them. So the spoon weighed 10 gold pieces to hint at the 10 Commandments, the Eser Dibros, written on them. The spoon was filled with ketoras, and the numerical value of the word ketoras is 613, hinting that the Torah, which is sweet and pleasant like ketoras, contains 613 mitzvahs. The animals chosen as an Ola offering hint at our fathers, our avos, The bull, the ox, hints at Abraham, who ran to serve his guests, the three malachim, the three angels that came to visit him. He gave them a tongue. He offered three young bulls, and offered them the tongue, and he gave them this beef, this deli dish. The ram hints at Yitzhak. When his father brought him up to Har Moriah, the Temple Mount, he offered a ram instead of Yitzhak at the Akedah. Lambs hints at Yaakov, for the Torah tells us that Yaakov, while staying with Lavan, he separated for himself sheep to take as his wages. So the male goat used for the Chatas offering atoned for the selling of Joseph. After the brothers sold Yosef, they slaughtered a goat and they dipped his coat in animal's blood. The animals used for the shlamim offering were also hints. There was 2 oxes, hinting at Moshe and Aaron. For just as the shlamim offering brings peace between Bnei Yisrael and Hashem, between the Jewish people and Hashem, so these 2 made peace between Bnei Yisrael and their Avinu Bashamayim, our Father in heaven. There were 3 other kinds of animals that the Nesiim brought for a shlamim offering: rams, male goats, and lambs. And they hint at the 3 groups of the Jewish people: the Kohanim, the Leviim, and the Yisraelim. So as you see, the Nesiim picked donations that hinted at the history of the world and of the Jewish people. Why? When the final dedication day of the Mishkan, Hashem Shekhinah came down from Shemayim, from heaven, to rest on the Mishkan. From there, it would bring blessing to the whole world. Therefore, the Nesiim chose gifts which hinted at our Avos, our fathers in the Torah. They wanted Hashem to remember their merit, and as a result, bring blessing, bring bracha into the world from the Mishkan. The Torah repeats the gifts of the Nesiim 12 times. This shows us that each Nasi's offering was equally great in Hashem's eyes. I thought you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed learning with my kids. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I hope to see you back again soon on Sweet and Good Torah.